Great. Good morning, one and all. Let us see today's book summary. We are here on book summary 34, and the name of the book that we have today is See You on the Internet, written by Avery Swartz. Let me share my screen. Share sound. Here comes the top 3 lessons and key takeaways from this book. See You on the Internet, written by Avery Swartz. Top 3 lessons of this book is to be seen on the social media. You have to know where your target market hangs out online and follows the rule of that space. Second lesson is email marketing is a must to make your company thrive and requires knowing how to persuade people and provide value. To make sure that your efforts to get online are fruitful, and look at the numbers which are necessary and valuable. Let us see the key takeaways from this book. Hello.
Are you taking bath? When you take bath, everything it's easy to clean. Eyes, nose. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Welcome, no problem. Here are the key takeaways of this book. See You on the Internet. Your digital presence starts with owning a piece of internet real estate. Internet real estate is a new terminology that I have learned from this book, See You on the Internet, which is nothing but your website. Business websites must be universally accessible and appeal to a target market. The right keywords and content will get you noticed and improve your website's ranking. For social media success, find platforms that resonate with your market and follow the rules of engagement. Effective email marketing means creating value for your audience and knowing when and how to hook them. To win at online advertising, offer people something they want and experiment to find the right platform. Keep an eye on the metrics that have a tangible impact on your business. Build relationships for wider reach. These are the key takeaways from this book. Let us see these top 3 lessons in this blog. Let us start our journey of seeing this book from the blog. Who we are, Leader Lifestyle Hub, an unique place for digital leaders to enhance every day. See You on the Internet is the book written by Avery Swartz with the tagline of building your small business with digital marketing. Let us see the small information about Avery Swartz. Avery Swartz is a digital marketing consultant, tech writer, and speaker ranked among the top 50 women in marketing. She is a woman, Avery Swartz. She is the top 50 women in the marketing by Search Engine Journal. She is also the founder and CEO of Camp Tech, a company that provides digital marketing training for small businesses and organizations across Canada. Let us see the targeted audience. The 61-year-old executive who does not believe that their company's internet presence is that important. So company's internet presence is most important. The 25-year-old that is considered going to business but does not want to get into the messy world at venture capital. Anyone who wants to make a living in the digital age or who wants to become a digital leader. Let us see the synopsis. See You on the Internet is the ultimate beginner level digital marketing guide that teaches you how to build an online business presence by doing everything from starting a website to managing social media accounts. So I have selected this book for myself. So that is the reason I have selected. Let us listen from the author, Avery Swartz. The barriers to setting up a business are lower now than they were 20 years ago. If you see history, if you were in the 20 years ago, at that time setting up a business is too costly or too messy, and we need to approach the funding, vendor capitalist, and all the processing was very high. But now the barriers are very low. The internet has made it faster and cheaper to start a business, find clients or customers, and sell products or services to them. This was told by Avery Swartz. A few years ago, Nick's wife and Nick went to a mortgage lender to see what it would take for them to afford a house. After running the numbers, they weren't happy with what they saw. Nick was left with two choices. He could either get a rise or find a way to make more money. Thankfully, he chose to find a way to make more money because it was a lot more fun and profitable. But it was not easy at first. He was caught up in the myths that he had to have a physical product and raise a lot of money. He did not feel good about anything he was doing. It didn't stop until he discovered that you can make money with online businesses. He have learned a lot since that time 2 years ago. Now he recognized that it is not just new entrepreneurs that need to get online, but every business need to get into online. If you don't, you are quickly going to get left behind. Thankfully, bridging the gap between where you are now and where you need to be is not too difficult. At least not with Avery Swartz's book, See You on the Internet, Building Your Small Business with Digital Marketing. Small review. I love living in a day when starting a business does not require setting up a brick or mortar stone. See You on the Internet is a great guide for getting your online presence going. Although the lessons it teaches are for beginners, I think this is valuable information for everybody, business owners or not. Let us see the top 3 lessons. Here are the top 3 lessons from this book. To be seen on the social media, you have to know where your target market hangs out online and follows the rules of that space. Email marketing is a must to make your company thrive and requires knowing how to persuade people and provide value. To make sure that your efforts to get online are fruitful, look at the numbers. Get ready to go digital and I will see you online. Oh wait, I already am. Let's go to get into it. Lesson number 1. Find out where your market spends time online and make sure to follow the rules if you want to get on social media efficiently. If you haven't seen Wendy's on Twitter, you have got to go check out them. Wendy's. Check out on Wendy's on Twitter. They are very really hilarious and more importantly, a perfect example of why your business needs to be on social media no matter how small it is. Don't just charge in with your assumptions about what works or what you will fail. Do you remember that different social groups in high school? In your high school, there were different social groups. Social media is a lot like that, each with its own dynamics and rules. And every person and every company has to find where they fit in the best. Here is a brief overview of few platforms. Facebook has older people on it and centers around content with family and friends. If your targeted audience is family and friends, Facebook is for you. LinkedIn is for professional networking and works well for B2B interactions. If you are looking for working professionals and B2B interactions, then LinkedIn is for you. Twitter is where Gen X and older millennials hang out, but requires a lot of content to work. YouTube is another place millennials like to be and is all about creativity. If your target audience is looking for creativity, then YouTube is the place. Pinterest and Instagram both focus on the images and are places that women under 50 like to spend their time online. If your targeted audience are women and less than 50 years, then you can go for Pinterest and Instagram with image content. Test what works best for you and your customers. If you try one and struggle, just move to somewhere else. Don't try to be everywhere. Just focus on one or two media. Post 80% social content like employee spotlights or charts and 20% promotional stuff. Post 80% social content and 20% promotional stuff. Let us see the lesson number 2. In the lesson number 1, find out where your market spends time online and make sure you spend at least 1 or 2 social media online. Let us see the lesson number 2. To thrive, you need to learn how to do email marketing, which is as simple as providing value and persuading people, as we are doing in our daily emails. The other day, I had to spend a few minutes unsubscribing from a bunch of marketing mails. These days, everybody seems to be doing email marketing, and for good reason. But it has to be done right or they will unsubscribe. The nice thing about this tool is that it's relatively cheap and simple to implement. Having a list lets you communicate important deals or new products or services almost instantaneously. To implement one, just find a provider, build the subscription forms, and place them on your website. I prefer ConvertKit, but there are many great options. Every day, my emails come under using ConvertKit. All the effort won't be worth it if your content is not valuable, though. You need to strike a balance between serving your audience and meeting your company's goals. Establish what you want to accomplish before you begin by asking how you want to people to react to your emails. What actions do you want them to take? More importantly, what will be most valuable to them? Think of this question while sending an email. What will be the most valuable to them? Finding what works best will take time and experimentation, but don't give up. Try different content, try different titles and even times to email. You can even test A/B testing different subject lines to see what works best. I have tried this in the initial days. Almost I have completed 200 plus campaigns in the ConvertKit till date. Still, I'm learning in different content, different titles, and even different timings of the email. Let us see the lesson number 3. Look at the right numbers to make sure your efforts to get online are working. This book covers a lot of different ways to get your online business presence up and running, but you are not doing it just for the sake of it. You want to accomplish specific goals with your company. To see if these digital platforms are paying off, you have to look at the metrics or analytics. For your website, connecting to Google Analytics will give you much of the data you need. This tool shows how many people visit your site and its demographics. You can also see how people find your site and track what they do once they get there. Social media metrics are simply built into each platform. You can see how many views you are getting and track engagement by looking at likes and comments, or how many people clicked on the links to your website using Facebook Pixel or Google Analytics, Google AdWords, AdSense. These 4 tools helps you how many people visiting your website, how many clicks are happening in your website. To make sense of what the numbers mean for you, set business goals and review how your online presence contributes to them. You probably want to make more money. Let us take an example. You probably want to make more money. So you had want to check how your efforts are affecting that over time. Review this weekly. On weekly basis, check your website or check your performance and compare it how you have done in the past to see what is working. If your tactic is not helping your goals, modify your plan and implement a new one. Then check the data again after a few weeks to see if it made a difference. So again, I'm repeating the 3 lessons. Find out where your market spends time and spend more time on that media. If one media is not working, move on to another social media, and don't be everywhere. Just select 1 or 2 social media and post 80% value and 20% promotion. Second thing is email marketing. Email marketing is a must for any company or everybody to provide value as well as to persuade people. And the third one is make sure that your efforts to get online are fruitful. How do you do that? By checking the numbers and by checking the metrics from various tools, whether it may be Google Analytics, Google AdWords, Facebook Insights, or Facebook Pixels. Using that, you can track the views of conversions. Thank you so much. See you in another book. Until then,